Now I'll show you how I changed the Excel. Firstly, I changed the table design to make a design that looks better. Now I added a few more columns. From these columns is the index. You might ask, what is the index? I'll tell you. The index is a way of identifying each row uniquely. In this example, the index helps in identifying each transaction. So each row is a transaction. Like the index, this is the transaction 1, the date, the customer ID, with the gender of the customer, her age, what did she buy, the quantity, like this. And each number is a transaction of its own. And I did it with this formula. Now I added 3 more columns: different sale cost, profit and loss. Firstly, the different sale cost. What is the different sale cost? Different sale cost is the difference between the selling price per unit and the cost price per unit. What are these? These are the selling price per unit is how much did you sell this thing for. The cost price per unit is how much does it cost. So when we subtract them, we'll get different sale cost. If the different sale cost is positive, then you have won money from this transaction. This is called the profit. But if it's in negative, then you lost money, and this is the loss. So as you can see, depending on the different sale cost, I added 2 more columns, which are the profit and the loss. The profit I added with this formula. It is an if condition, and I'll explain for you right now. This if condition says that if P2, which means the different sale cost column, any row of its column, is bigger than 0, so that means it's positive, so we write it as it is in the profit. And if it's not, we write 0. Now at the opposite, we have the loss. The loss is if you lost money from the transaction, and I added it with this if condition. If the different sale cost is less than 0, which means it's a negative, we write negative different sale cost. Why not positive? Because if like negative 1.328, if you write it in negative, it will be positive, because negative times negative equals positive, so it will get the loss. But if you write it as it is, then if we write the negative at the loss, then it means that it's a profit. That's why I added it as negative. And if it's not, so we write 0.